Hello my dudes, welcome back to Sandco Tower, welcome back to the Endless Sands, and welcome back to Orytech. This episode, we're going to be looking into Orytech gear. Everything from pickaxes, to drills, to chainsaws, jetpacks and armor. We're going to go through what Orytech has to offer for the early game equipment. Because we need to get suited up because we've got a mission to do this episode, so let's jump in. So my dudes, what is our mission? Well, yeah, we're progressing through Orytech, and the next thing on our list to make is going to be the Atomic Forge. It's the next big machine, it's part of ore processing, but it has some pretty spicy requirements. We can get the plating, we can get the plastic, we can get the flux gates, but the problem is we don't have a reliable way to get renewable enderic compound. We need to get ender pearls to make this, so we're going to go into ways to spawn mobs using Orytech, but that's going to be another episode. We also need some duratium ingots, and this is actually really tricky to get. This does mean if we want to forge this in the foundry, we'll need some netherite. Oh man, so this mission today is all about going to the nether to find some netherite. Now I know what you're thinking, netherite's quite expensive to make. It's like 4 netherite scrap and 4 gold. But don't worry, there's one thing that Orytech is actually really overpowered at, and that's making netherite, because in the foundry, we can alloy just 1 netherite scrap and 1 gold into netherite. That's like a quarter of the price. That's really cool. All we need is that initial netherite. Once we have that, we can make the Atomic Forge, and then we can make duratium in the Atomic Forge by skipping out of netherite. We can use reinforced carbon with platinum, which uses something called naphtha. Naphtha? Naphtha. We'll call it naphtha, sure. Which is a case of using refining to make biofuel and clay into diesel. It's long, it's complicated, but we will get onto refining at some point. And yeah, all we need is that initial kickstart to get a little bit of netherite. So obviously, yeah, going to the nether is going to be dangerous. Let's make ourselves some gear from Orytech to prepare. Now, as far as the enderic compound goes and getting those ender pearls, you can actually spawn stuff in using Orytech, which is pretty cool. We're not going to be going into that today because you need a spawner cage, a spawner controller. It looks like it's going to involve its own episode. But what we will need is an ender spawn egg, and that's why we're going to make a mob swab. These are pretty simple to make, just some wool and a stick. There we go, we'll make a couple just to be safe. And while we're in the nether as well, we'll see if we can find an enderman to swab so we can turn that into a enderman spawn egg. Right, so let's take a look at some of this amazing Orytech gear. So we're going to begin with the basic armor set. This is the exo helmet, the exo chest plate, the leggings, and the boots. And each one of these has a cool little effect. The helmet gives you night vision. That's actually insanely powerful. The chest plate charges your items, so if you've got some energy items like a chainsaw or a hand drill, that'll charge it up using its stored charge. Pretty handy. Exo leggings increase your movement speed, whoa, by 20%, and they're unbreakable. That's actually really overpowered. And the boots prevent all fall damage. Oh my god, this is like some crazy Iron Man suit. So we're going to be making this, and what's even better is, all of this is kind of simple to make. We do need to use the remaining enderic compound that we've got to make some more enderic lenses for some of this stuff. But only for the helmet. The chest plate needs a battery, the leggings need a motor, and the boots just need some silicon and some plating. So I think we can make all of this stuff. Oh yeah, head start, got a quest done. But before we put it on, we're going to charge up the chest plate. Now I made a charger before. Yeah, there it is, the equipment charger. And oh yeah, by the way, the enderic laser has been on all this time. It looks like when it fills up with fluxite, it doesn't stop. It doesn't automatically turn off, which does mean it will go through all your power if you're not careful. But let's find a place to plug in this equipment charger. Now I feel like the equipment charger is definitely going to live by the computer. So we'll go over here, put it above the controller. That looks like a good spot for me. Yeah, perfect. So over here, charge up this chest plate. Oh my god. Yeah, we need more power. We'll pull it out with 300k because, you know what, that's fine for now. We just want to see what this thing looks like. So we're going to take off this steel equipment that we made last episode. So here we go, the armor. Let's plug this in and see what it looks like for one. Oh, look at this. It's more like an exoskeleton. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. It doesn't actually wrap around your body. It just kind of braces you. Now, one thing that's a little bit annoying about this set is the night vision. I mean, it's cool and everything, being able to see at nighttime, but it's a bit foggy and it kind of ruins my graphics. I mean, this is it with it on and this is off, and it just looks so much nicer with it off, doesn't it? So we'll keep the helmet off for now. We'll put it back on if it gets really dark. Anyway, that's the armor. Very cool. We'll leave the chest plate to charge for now while we look at the other items. So armor complete. The next thing we want to do is look at jetpacks. Now there's a couple of different types of jetpacks. There's the jetpack regular and the exo jetpack. Now the exo jetpack, I think, is actually a modified exo chest plate, which is pretty cool. The jetpack itself is not too hard to make. There's a couple of options here. You can use redstone and blaze powder, which we don't have, or you can use an advanced battery and gunpowder, which we kind of do. So we'll make another advanced battery, expensive, but we can get all this stuff, no worries. And there we go, that's the jetpack. Before we do make this though, let's see what the exo jetpack needs. Okay, right, so this needs ion thrusters, which are flux gates, reinforced carbon sheets, which are made from refining, so we're not going to be making the exo jetpack today. We're going to focus on making the regular jetpack like this. Very cool. But oh man, a jetpack. I do love myself a jetpack. So we're going to charge this up. And this is going to be really handy for zipping around the Nether. So, moment of truth. The jetpack. It goes on the chest. It doesn't have any armor, but that's okay. Oh! And I can take off. Alright, now we don't know how much power we're using, zipping around like this. So, we'll have a bit of a fly around like this. In fact, let's use free cam so you can watch me go. There we go, yeah, flying around, my dudes. Hello. Oh, it looks kind of cool on my back, but yeah, the cape clips with it, so that's a bit ugly. But there we go, useful for getting up and down, and obviously with the exo boots we have on, there's no fall damage, so we can just do this. Plonk. Amazing. So after that initial test flight, how much power have we used? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. So it really does churn through the power. So we'll give it a full charge and take it with us, because it will be handy just to put it on here and there to get up and down different places. So we'll bring it with us because it will be useful to zip around with the jetpack. Every now and again, if we need to like nerd pole, we can just use the jetpack instead. That should be fine. Okay, next up on the equipment chopping block. Ooh, the Enderic railgun. This is, oh yeah, this is actually very hard to make. We need a particle accelerator, which is geratium, oof, ion thrusters, superconductors, whoa. Whoa, my friends, whoa. Yeah, there's no way we're making that, but a railgun will be cool once we get there. And it also has a mining mode, so it can be used to mine. That's pretty cool. The electric mace. Now this does look very cool. You'll need a heavy core. Oh. Okay, I guess we're not making that. But it looks cool, has a lot of attack damage, and I imagine if you combo this with the jetpack, you can probably do some crazy damage. So down the line, once we get some of these materials, well, once we get heavy core, we'll give this a go, because that sounds really cool. Next up though, the chainsaw. Now, do I want to make the chainsaw? We are going to get ender pearls pretty soon, and I do have a few spare enderic compounds, so we might make one of these. There's also the hand drill. In fact, if we run the numbers now, enderic compound, we've got 6, so we can actually afford to make both of these, and since we're going to the Nether to track down some endermen, we can actually get some more ender pearls and replenish our enderic compound stocks. So we're going to make both of these. There's the chainsaw. Boom. And there is the hand drill. Oh, look at this. Oh, amazing. So the equipment on my hotbar charges automatically from my chest plate. That's really cool. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of Orytech equipment. There are 2 more items on the list. The Prometheum Battle Axe 18 attack damage. That's crazy, unbreakable, 100% armor negation. Oh my god, this thing cleaves through universes. And the Prometheum pickaxe, which looks like the ultimate in pickaxes, like there is no better in the world. However, the materials to make both of these are nuts, like hyper crazy. Destroyer blocks, which needs actually some pretty simple things, but the tricky thing is Prometheum. It's a very end game ore, so we're a little bit of ways off that. We need the atomic forge to make it. So no Prometheum just yet, but these other tools are going to see us pretty fine, I think. Now the chainsaw does more attack damage than a diamond sword, so we're going to use that as our weapon, and the hand drill is, I think, a superior pickaxe. So there we go, my friends. That is the Orytech equipment that we can get so far. It looks pretty good. If there's anything else you want to see me check out that's equipment based, do let me know in the comment section. But for now, this is a good selection of stuff. We're looking for two things in the Nether: Enderman spawns for the pearls and the egg with the swab. Oh, what, you're joking. But this isn't mine colonies. Okay, well, we just tooled up with the most amazing gear possible. Let's clear out these barbarians. Now, these are going to be different barbarians. These are going to be mummies. Yeah, here they are, the scumbags. Oh my god, look at this pharaoh-looking fool. Well, we've got a chainsaw. Let's chainsaw this fool. Get out of here. Oh my god, this armor is so good. Look at how much damage I'm just not taking. There we go, an ancient tome. Pretty lucky. And the last guy over here. Oh my god, yeah, beast mode. Well done, my dudes. Oh, skeletons over there. But boom, we finished the raid. Oh my god. How ironic is it that the first raid from Mine Colonies was actually in the Orytech series? That's weird. But before we go to the Nether, there's one more thing I want to do to make our Nether experience smoother in general going forwards. I'm thinking we need to get some waystones to zip around the Nether. If we can map down the biome where Enderman spawn, maybe find a Nether fortress, and also put a waystone deep down below where we're going to mine for Netherite, that would just make things so much smoother going forwards. Here we go, here's a village, and oh yeah, lucky us. Here's a waystone. Let's use the hand drill to dig that up. And bam, a waystone. Perfect. Let's see if we can find another one. Ah yeah, here we go. Here's an example of, yeah, just a waystone out in the wilds. These are all over the shop, so don't feel too bad about just nicking them. But you do have to keep your eyes peeled because they're tricky to see. Very hard to see in the endless sands. So my friends, we're going to have some baked potatoes, charge up our matcheries, and once more into the breach. We're looking for Enderman, and we're looking for Netherites. So yeah, first and foremost, we're going to put a waystone down that marks home. So this is Nether Portal. Boom. Save it. There we go. The Nether Portal is here. We can just use a waystone to get back. No need to worry about getting lost in the Nether. Next up, we're going to go deep. We're going to go deep, deep. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, no fall damage. That's amazing. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. No fall damage, but we are getting other damage. Let's chainsaw this guy. Whack. Oh, it's big damage on the chainsaw. Nice. Okay, so we're here at Y level 14, which is the ideal Netherite level. I think it's like Y15, but 14 is close enough. So we'll put down the second waystone down here, and we'll make this the Netherite mine. There we go. Now we can zip between these two places. It shouldn't cost us too much XP. And now let's get the hand drill out and see if we can find some Netherite. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to small tunnel. We're going to make a small tunnel like this with the hand drill. And fingers crossed we'll come across some Netherite if we just, I guess, like strip mine like this. Now, I don't exactly know what the best way to mine Netherite is. All I've ever done is just like kind of carpet bombed like this. If you kind of just dig a big old section like this. And honestly, the hand drill being driven by power and not durability is really good. You still got to watch your hunger because, yeah, there we go. We're pretty hungry now. But this is just a great way to mine through a load of rock. But there we go. Now let's take a pokey and nose around, see if we've exposed any ancient debris. And yes, we have. Amazing. And there we go. 2 ancient debris. Amazing. This should be enough for us. But you know what? While we're down here, let's go home with at least a couple. Oh, whoa, what's this? Well, you're a cute little dude, aren't you? Yeah, little piggy. Little babe. Babe in the woods. Come here, babe. Oh, yeah. Love you, babe. There you go, babe. Eat chainsaw, babe. Oh, what's this? Oh, I'll tell you what, though. Do we want to swab? Yeah, we're going to swab with one of these swabs a blaze, because getting a blaze spawner might be good. There's the mob swab in action. And also, let's get ourselves some blaze powder, because why not? This chainsaw honestly poops damage out like a mother trucker. So good. Seriously decent piece of kit. Oh, there we go. Even more ancient debris. We'll grab that. There we go. Lovely stuff. That gives us 4 bits of ancient debris. That'll be fine. Let's now focus on finding an Enderman to swab and maybe get some pearls. So we're looking for a warped forest. There's got to be one nearby. 1,000 blocks in this direction. So off we go. And when we get there, we're going to, again, put down one of these waystones so it's much easier to get there in future. Now it looks like, oh, we've got to travel over some lava. This is the perfect chance for us to equip the jetpack and go on a jetpack joyride. And so where the Crimson Forest becomes the Warped Forest, this is where we're going to find Endermen. So yeah, Endermen have a really high chance of spawning here. In fact, I believe they're the only monster that actually can spawn here. So let's keep poking around until we find an Enderman. We want to swab him, then kill him, maybe kill a couple, and that'll see us set for the future. So these guys are pretty elusive, but it looks like that's the guy we're looking for. Let's get the swab out, go and swab him. Me hearties. There we go, got the swab. And he's angry, which means he's going to come at us, but we can chainsaw him. And he is toasteroony. Come at me, bro. Where is he? What a coward. He's run off. Oh. Oh no. Oh my god. That's not cool. That guy just hit me for like 90 damage. No. Oh man, all that XP, but it's okay. Did we get another pearl? No, we got like 1,000,000 presents. Oh my god, what's wrong with this guy? Why is this guy so look at that! Look at all his buffs! No wonder this guy one-shot us. We'll leave him to it. We're looking for Endermen. Now the cool thing about Endermen is if you can see them, they come to you. Hello. Get down here. Oh, until they don't. Oh. But there we go, that's one of what we need, an Ender Pearl. This is the Warped Pearl variant, but they all work the same. Ah, there you are, my friend. Come here. And there we go, I reckon that'll do us. We've got 5 Ender Pearls now. There we go, check them out. 5 Warped Pearls. Perfect. We're going to use the Warp Stone to go back to the Nether portal. And then the Nether portal to go home. But here are the important things we went for. First up, the ancient debris. This is used in a fragment forge. One of these gets you 2 ancient debris. So let's plug it in. In goes the ancient debris. Out comes the netherite scrap. Now we can use 1 scrap to make 1 netherite bar, which means we've actually now got 8 netherite ingots. That's actually an insane ratio. Also, the warped pearls in the fragment forge become 12 enderic compounds. That's really good too. This is going to see us for quite some time until we can get an Enderman farm. So we're going to need some gold. Haven't got much gold. Yeah, we'll need 8, so we'll just grab 10 bars for now. Over to the foundry, and yeah, these things smelt together to make netherite. Oh my god, look at the ratio on this. This is so cheap, it's amazing. Bam, netherite. That is nuts, and look at all the quests. Now, while this is smelting up, let's do something I've been waiting to do for a while. We're going to press the Return All Quests button. This is going to get us an insane amount of gear, an insane amount of booty, but now we have a computer, we have a place to store it. So, are you dudes ready to collect all rewards? It's the moment of truth, here we go, bam! Oh my god, number one, we've got an insane amount of XP from this, look at that! That is nuts, we're now at level 58. And oh my god, there's just so much junk! It's worth taking a look at what we actually do pick up here, because you might, here and there, get something really valuable. Like a kitchen sink's going to be useful. Oh my god, we've got more netherite scrap. That's really useful. A steel block, inferium block, block of coal, venison steak. There's just so much stuff we're getting here. Oh my god, so good. So good. But we'll take that netherite scrap out of here because, yeah, again, we can just plug this into the foundry again and get even more netherite. That's really cool. Now, the main goal of this episode was to get the atomic forge. So, with the netherite ingots in the crafting grid now, I believe we're almost there. Atomic forge, we'll put it on the left so we can easily craft it. And all we're missing is the geratium. Now again, geratium was what we needed, what we couldn't get before, and you alloy platinum with this. So platinum, get a couple of bars of this. We'll make 2 for now, because 2 could come in handy. And let's go and smelt these up. So, oh yeah, thank you very much. So 1, 2, and this will become geratium. Whoa, yeah, the bee's knees, a very, very, very expensive alloy indeed. What are some things that geratium is used for? Well, let's find out. So we can use this to make a particle accelerator linear motor. That makes total sense. Reactor neutron reflector, bedrock extractor. Oh, that's what we need to use to get ores infinitely from bedrock. Something we were going to do this episode, but it turns out they're actually really hard to do. Schrodinger's safe, which is, I think, essentially a really big battery. And of course the atomic forge, an ultra machine core, which needs a dubious container. That's a bit beyond our reach for now. But let's get the atomic forge in position. We've got everything we need now to make this bad boy, the atomic forge. We'll of course need some machine cores. So we're going to plonk this here for now. This is a demonstration. We'll get this moved to a better location once we know where it's going to go. Right click on the block itself. And again, and there we go. There's the atomic forge. Oh man. Now the atomic forge is just like these machines over here. The assembler and the foundry. It's another machine for you to make things in. It has 3 inputs and 1 output. And it doesn't actually have add-ons. So you can kind of get away with using like a cheap machine block, a cheap machine core to build this, because there's no place to put add-ons at all. If you're wondering about how you put things in different slots, you can change around the details over here to get different directions going into different slots. Good to know. But yeah, if we press U on Atomic Forge, we can see all the things we can make. So this is how we make a Heisenberg compensator. You can make geratium ingots and skip the netherite requirement by using reinforced carbon sheets. That's good to know. It's also used in ore processing because you can combine the gems with fluxite to get double the dust. That's actually really powerful. It's how you make advanced computing engines apparently with wafers and processing units. Also, this is how we get promethium. We will need overcharged crystals and Heisenberg compensators, which are pretty nuts, to say the least. But the atomic forge is a very important stepping stone. Now, you also don't plug in power to the atomic forge. Instead, you're supposed to power it with enderic lasers. What you do is you put lasers around the edge, give them the atomic forge as a target. I think you want 4, shooting at these like 4 little kind of blue pylons. And they are how the machine will get powered. Pretty awesome. Now, before we end this episode, there's another thing I want to cover. We need loads more power because, yeah, we want to get loads more fluxite. The enderic laser is chewing up all of our power, and things like the atomic forge are going to use loads of power. That's why what I want to do is look into getting some steam power. Steam power is actually really simple. All you do is attach an add-on to a lava generator that lets you boil water. So I think I've got everything we're going to need for this. We're going to need fluid pipes. Yeah, we'll grab a stack of those. We're going to need a kitchen sink. We've got a spare one of those. We're also going to need a fluid void, like a fluid trash can. So we'll grab one of these. Pretty simple to make, very cheap. And now we're going to need the add-on. So it's a steam boiler add-on like this. Again, pretty simple to make. We'll need coal dust. So we'll grab some coal and get that smashed up in the pulverizers. We're also going to need a wrench to properly configure our pipes because I discovered something pretty cool. Now, we didn't get an Oritech wrench, but we should be able to find one all the same. Oritech wrench. A very simple recipe, but the reason why the Oritech wrench is so powerful is you can use it to disconnect pipes. Now you might have noticed we added some more extractors, more lava generation is going on over here, but we want to disconnect some of these pipes. So we want to right click on the pipe with the wrench and it just, makes the pipe disappear like that. Really useful. Now all the lava is going into the portable tank first, then out of the tank into these generators. Yeah, perfect. We'll need the boiler add-on like this, just the one for now, again, keeping things simple to get going with. And of course, we need the steam engine, the steam generator. Here we go. And this, again, is a super simple craft. It's not hard by any means at all. Need a basic generator like that. Then we have the steam engine. And let's go and get all of this plugged in and configured. Bam! We have the lava generator. Now, we want to put the steam boiler add-on at the back like this. Plug it into one of these blue sockets. So the way this works is when a lava generator, or any generator for that matter, has a steam boiler add-on attached, it will no longer make power. Instead, all power goes to the boiler add-on and it turns water into steam. So what we're going to do is we're going to put down a sink right here and plug it in with a fluid pipe, like this. So a simple right click on this fluid pipe and the water is now going into the steam boiler. Very good. Now we'll move this around because it's going to be much easier for us if we bring the steam boiler water in at the bottom. So we can plonk it here instead. There goes the kitchen sink. And there goes the pipe set to suck. Because we also need to get lava into this generator. And that's why we're going to bring a pipe over here like this. Into the back. And there we go. The lava is turning water into steam. But the steam has nowhere to go. And that is where the steam engine comes in. Now this is a bit bigger. It's quite a big beast. So we'll put the steam engine down here. Then we'll use the basic machine cores to build this into a real working machine. There we go, look at it come together. So now we have a basic steam engine. We can bring over a fluid pipe like this. And steam is now going into the steam engine, making power. And the power is coming out the back thanks to this energy pipe connection, I believe. And we're making a lot of power. Now, how much power are we making? Well, let's take a look. This lava generator is making 64 RF per tick. Okay, good to know. So how much do we get from using one lava generator making steam into the steam engine? Yeah, look at this. Whoa! So we're getting 250 RF per tick. That is 3 times the capacity. Now, when the steam engine fills up with water, because basically this thing turns steam into water, it does stop working, stops generating power, and that is where the trash can comes into play. We'll put this over here like this, and bring a pipe like this, and now putting that overflow of water into the trash can, and it's back making steam. Whoa, actually, hang on a sec, look at this. So when there's a high amount of steam in here, it's even quicker. It's up to 300 RF per tick. That's nuts. So yeah, we're going to improve our lava setup over here, put down some more lava generators, some more steam engines, tidy things up, and see how much power we can squeeze out of all this lava that we're making. Oh man, pretty impressive. So a massive thank you for watching this episode, my dudes, of Orytech. Now we have the Atomic Forge, we can get that incorporated into a pretty amazing ore processing facility, which I can't wait to show you guys next week. But a massive thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time in the Endless Sands. But until then, take care.